Hey guys, today's Tuesday here on Ash's Anomaly. Well, Tuesday period. It's Tuesday everywhere. But that means emptying the ashtray. For those of you that are new to Ash's Anomaly, emptying the ashtray consists of gossip and overrated celebrity news that I essentially toss in the garbage. I empty the ashtray of it. So today, I'm emptying the ashtray of Tori Spelling and Dean McDermott. Reason being is that for the longest time, I'd say about at least 6 months now, there have been rumors about them divorcing, splitting up, etc., etc. I originally thought that it was baloney, it was just BS kind of thing, because they seem to be this sort of unperfect, perfect couple, if you know what I mean. Like, no one is perfect out there, but they seem to find perfection in their chaotic lifestyle with their children, and especially considering how fabulously anal Tori Spelling is. She's super awesome, and she's a great mom, and she's fantastic. I think she's like super cute and fun and whatever, but she's a little, well, I don't really know how to describe it, but she's just a little too much sometimes. She just gets a little anxious. I think she just has an anxiety problem where, like, she gets too overwhelmed or too stressed out in certain situations, and then she starts kind of going, like, momzilla on people. Not intentionally, but just because she just gets too into the zone, I guess, or whatever. Anyhow, I digress. So, they're splitting up. I guess, rumors are stating, and I say rumors because anything that you hear or see in the media or in the tabloids and stuff like that is nothing but speculation. You have absolutely no clue whether or not this is true or false, whether it was just completely made up by some, editor or, whatever. So you never really know. The rumors state that they're splitting up, that apparently Dean was never really in the relationship for the right reasons, that he was essentially just riding along on the fame train in order to get himself set for life. Why have 3+ children in that time frame in order to ruin their lives as well, if that's your sole intention, is pretty shady, skeezy, low, disgusting, blah, blah, blah of him. I could go on because I just think that he is, honestly, I used to have a lot of respect for him. I used to think he was a really decent guy. He seemed like a very nice, Canadian dude. Like, he's from Canada. He's from not too far from here, and, like, grew up in parts of Ottawa. So, they've been to Ottawa, and not that I've met them or anything. I would have loved to, but regardless, like, I just feel that sometimes, not that I know him, but I definitely thought that he was a more decent human being than that. Needless to say, I guess everybody can surprise you. Everyone does pretty shady things, and he's just another one to add to the list. I'm sure there's a heck of a lot that we're not hearing in regards to how it all took place and why he's actually leaving her, what the reason he's giving her for leaving. Whether he's being honest about this is a totally different story, but $3 million, they say, is the divorce settlement, and that's, I don't know if that's so far or that's the final one or what. I don't have as many details as I would like, but I am going to be reading more only because I've always liked Tori Spelling. I've watched most of their shows. I've read all of her books. And it just makes me sad because kids are involved. And those kids are flipping adorable. And it's going to be really difficult on them. And I'm just afraid of the damage that it's going to cause, especially because they're so involved in the public eye. And yeah, those things can go one of two ways. Really, really good or really, really bad. There's never generally any in between, especially when you're a celebrity or you're in the spotlight like that. So my heart goes out to those children. Obviously, Tori, for everything that's going on, but no, my heart doesn't really go out to Dean. Nope. He made his bed and now he's got to lie in it, and unfortunately, he's kind of screwing up a lot of other people's lives in the process. So yeah, I really hope that these rumors are false and that somebody, some editor somewhere, or some, magazine article writer decided to be an asshole and make some shit up, because I really, I really hope they stay together. I mean, I think that any problems can be worked on. I mean, unless you're completely miserable and you definitely know that you know, married the wrong person or are with the wrong person, then leave. But otherwise, you don't just dip at the first sign of a struggle. You don't just, you don't just take off after the going gets rough for a little bit, or, things start to get boring, because all those things happen in relationships and marriages, even in friendships, even between amongst parents and children. Things don't always stay at, a happy-go-lucky, fairy tale level. Sometimes it's like essentially it's like a roller coaster ride. It goes up and it goes down, and sometimes it just kind of like coasts along at a good pace or at a bad pace, and then things get better or worse or whatever. I'm talking a lot with my hands today, sorry. But I just think that people give up too easily in life, and I'm sometimes one of them. Sometimes I'm just lazy, or I'm tired, or, I just don't care enough, and I'm just like, whatever, on to the next thing. But sometimes it's really worth it to have some willpower, or just do whatever you need to do internally to make that effort and try and try and try until you literally can't think of any other humanly possible way to try. Because if you don't try, you don't know that it would have worked. And especially when there's children involved, I'm not one for staying together for the kids. If things are really that bad, then it's obviously better for the children not to see an abusive, situation, or what could potentially be harmful for them to see. Because seeing your parents fight is probably one of the worst things a child can see and witness. So definitely not all for the whole stay together for the kids thing, but I'm definitely all for giving it, a really good try and trying everything that you can possibly think of. And if those things don't work and you're out of options, then yeah, totally do it, I guess, do what you gotta do. But there's always a way, even if sometimes that way is not being together anymore. But I just hope that if they are separating for sure, that they are able to stay amicable and they're able to get along for the kids and not, not cause, a World War III over this whole thing. So, anyhow, that's it for me, folks. I will see you Thursday for show and tell, because tomorrow is my day off, which I really need, because as you can probably tell, I look like crap, and I sound a bit like crap too. I hope I'm not getting sick, because I've just been sick and I'm tired of it. I want spring to come, and the sunshine, and the warm weather, and the sunshine, and all of those beautiful things. So, have a wonderful Tuesday, guys, and I will see you Thursday. Bye!